Some people put wrong way of talking as a cloth. Some people put disrespect as a cloth. Some people put, how do I call it now, the sarcastic nature as a cloth. And listen to me, when a prophet lay hand on your head and say, God said I will bless you, your character can cancel the prayer. True of us. Your character can cancel the prayer and fasting of a man. Yesterday spent 7 good years in the mountain since 1990 to 2026 March. He just came down from the mountain, but he made a pathetic statement that touched me. He said, which one is it, zeal or is it that you have knowledge? Now you can be fasting because you heard that my friend I seated down has been fasting for 5 10. Listen to me, listen. If God not tell you to fast 21 days, you go try and you go die before your time. You think I'm joking? Listen, the first place God looked at is where? If your heart come out the right way and you start, the Bible said Daniel started fasting 21 days, right? But from the first day he started praying, but that his prayer did not manifest physically was why Daniel persisted to what? So you not go follow person wey get covenant with God. I want fast for 10 days. You two say you want fast, you go fence for road. What am I trying to say? Now, Colossians 3 verse 14. It said, but above all these things, put on love. What am I saying? It's like a cloth, which is the bond of what? Perfection. Love is a cloth you put on. In fact, if you see a respectful child, it does not hide, because the character will show you that it's putting on what? A respectful character. Love has a part he plays in everyone's life. Good news of what love does. Love makes people to remember you for good. Now let me leave that one. There's something I want to touch. Faith and love towards one another is another thing. I saw something in the book of 1 Thessalonians 3 verse 6, NKJV version. But now that Timothy has come to us from you and brought us good news of your faith. Now I wanted to make some a statement here. Your testimony is another thing people notices. If people see good manifesting in you, they talk about it. And recommendation of such people are not difficult. Why? Because your attitude sells you like a cloth, like I said before. So good news of your faith and love, and that you always have good remembrance of us. In other words, love helps you to remember your brothers and sisters. Not until the person tells you come and take 10,000 naira or 1,000 naira, that's when you say, that brother used to remember me well, make a call him, he go give me something. You don't love. Not until I tie my you're remembering me with money before you remember me. That means you're not doing the right thing. What am I trying to say? Your lifestyle your lifestyle is the only thing that could constrain people to speak of God and the services you render. Your lifestyle. Now let's look at something in the Bible, the book of Acts of the Apostle 18 verse 5 and 6. I'm still using NKJ version. It said, once Silas and Timothy had come from Macedonia, Paul was constrained. When you say constrained, it's like he just told himself, no, I must enter this particular place to check something. Was constrained by the Spirit and testified to the Jews that Jesus is what? Is the Christ. In other words, let me enter this place. They never hear about God. The love of God that I have, I need to preach to these people. Look at verse 6. But when they opposed him and blasphemed, he took his what? His garments and said to them, your blood, blood cries. Oh, remember I said love is worn like a garment. But this time again, what is his name? Paul removed his garment and used it on them. He said, your blood be upon your head that you reject. In other words, all these things that they are doing here and there, killing, they think, oh, I'm pleasing some sets of people. Can I tell you something? It's going to affect not just the person in question, but children yet on what? Unborn. Oh, you don't know that blood cry? Now, secretly, Cain and Abel's sacrifice was accepted, but because the blood of Abel was a dear one, after killing, the Bible said his blood started crying from the earth. If I can get that scripture now, I think I'll be happy. Exodus 20 verse 4. Let me see if I can lay my hand on something that came up now. Where it talked about from one generation to another. Okay, if I get there, I will be able to. It's like a commandment where it said it will get from one generation to the fourth generation. All right, I will get there. Let me continue what I'm saying. But it's in Exodus 20. Okay, thank you. Verse 5. Exodus 20 verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I the Lord am a God. I the Lord God am a jealous God, visiting what? To get, see this one, visiting the iniquity of fathers upon the children, upon the third, fourth generation of them that what? So when you slit or spray blood on the ground as a result of one thing or the other, you will not just face it alone, but your children have carried cause unknown. That's why you say generational prayers. When you don't take your time to pray of blood, crying against your family can delay too many things. What love helps you to do when you're in love with someone? Love never minds the delay. Oh yes, if truly the person is coming to your hand, yes sir. If truly the person is coming to your mind for your life for marriage, love does not mind the delay you face because of what you feel about that person. Now I wrote here, I said love looks at your future. What love does is 10 years from now, what will this man I call a pauper going to look like? 10 years from now, in fact tomorrow morning, what will this person I'm looking at or downgrading going to look like? Listen, I can wake up tomorrow to own an estate. True of us. Listen, as a man thinketh where? Listen to me. Do you know that life and death are in where? In your tongue. If you tell yourself I don't die, you don't die true. You don't die true. So what am I trying to say? Now love looks at the future. If love looks only at the present tense, many will not marry. True of us. Love does not look at the present tense, but you know, as a woman with the eyes of an eagle, they don't see the present, they look at the future. Before a woman will tell a man no, that means that person has two problems: either the eyes of an eagle or the eyes of a cat. One is in place. Now the eagle and the cat, which one sees father? How do you know? Talk to me. Cat can see beneath Abi because it's on the, what do you call it now, on the earth Abi. But eagle, what does the eagle does? The eagle can see as far as 40,000 above the sea level. When the eagle is doing fasting, there's a character with an eagle. Now an eagle can stay for 40 days drinking only honey and locusts. And when the eagle comes out of that fasting, can lift up a 14-pound cylinder above the sea level. So when you hear that a logo, eagle is used as a logo, it's not naturally because of the bird itself, but naturally because of what the eagle stands for. So the eagle not only see the present, the eagle also sees the future. A story was told to me about a particular man that they said this man is so wealthy that he told his servants, you are permitted to take one thing out of all my property. The remaining will be willed to my slave. Guess what? Because of loyalty. One day came and the man said, oh yeah, make your wish before he pass on to glory. And the man was asking questions. Please, sir, I was told this and this and this and this. What do you expect me to take? They said, if I take one, the remaining thing is will to the slave. An old man shake his head, said, they have given you us already now. He said, what did you take? I will just take one thing. And guess what? An old Baba told him, take the ego. Take the, what do you call it now? The slave. He said, okay, I will obey you. When he now came 3 days after, I now asked him, say, sir, you said I should tell you what I want to take. Give me the slave. The slave? Who counseled you? That means everything belongs to what? To you. Wisdom is profitable to what? Now let me show you something in the Bible to buttress my point. Genesis 29 verse 14 to 20. Still NKJ version. Before this man paid his dowry, he had to go for the one he loves. And Laban said to him, surely you are my bone and my flesh. He was talking to the woman he loved. With him for months. Now look at verse 15. Then Laban said to Jacob, because you are my relative, should you therefore serve me for nothing? Those days will not be now. They marry themselves. And introductory of that kind of character, they call it incest. I don't know if you understand the English I read now. It is not proper for brother to marry his sister. Please, are you getting me? Now, if you look at the tone of, or the tone of what I read now, let's look at that 15 again. And Laban said to Jacob, because you are my relative, should you therefore serve me for nothing? Tell me, what should your wages be? I beg your pardon. Now 16 said, now Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the eldest was called Leah. He doesn't want that one. But the one he really will love is what? Is the younger. Now look at verse, that's Rachel. Sensitively verse 17. Leah's eyes were delicate. If I begin to break the word delicate in eye today up. When something is delicate, Abi, in eye too like expensive thing. In eye does not see beyond the scene. So becoming delicate is a vast and a big word for interpretation. But look at this. But Rachel was beautiful. Beautiful in quotes can be tagged to character. Beautiful in quotes can be tagged to how you handle people. So that character is very expensive if you read Proverbs 31 from 1 to the end. Now beautiful of form and what? Appearance. Now I go to the area of dressing. When you dress like a prostitute, nobody will want to marry you. Please hear me. Are you hearing what I said? Your dressing can address you. Please, I'm making a statement. Neither do I have anybody at heart. There is a part. I saw Jimmy Swaggart's choir from Up to the Wife. The dress code is sweet. Listen. You don't have to sweat to know a deeper life if they pass. True of us. Their dressing sells them. Now, even your dress code will attract men to you without your talking. All right, what am I trying to say? Verse 18. Now, Jacob loved Rachel, and he said, I will serve you 7 years because of that girl. She's beautiful all around. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to you than I should what? Now Listen, coming to America taught us so many lessons. What was that? Now Edmond Fiabi, why do you call his name? One day decided to dress like a low man, a man that has nothing to show. So he wore tattered clothes, and he now fell in love with somebody that originally loves him from heart of heart. Now when the D-Day will come, he now dressed well like a king and royalty. He said, no, you didn't tell me you are the king of Zamunda. Listen to me, you never can tell who God has given you as a man. Listen to me. Some men are made heroes of some families. I am hearing you loud and clear. Let me skip that one. Now, after all said and done, that this young man Jacob served, finally Rachel was given to him. He was willing and ready to wait. Now, what are these problems to be identified of? I know you are waiting for me to conclude with that. Why the church of God is still on earth, her assignment from God assigned to them is not yet over. The reasons why you are saying, Chebi then talk 1930 rapture will take place. If the rapture take place now, you'll be so surprised of the number of souls that will go to hell. Why? Because everything sounds to them like joke. Now, until the understanding of why she is existing is noted to everybody, we don't know what we are doing yet. Now, by understanding the placement of the church, we are to create, our job as a church is to create what? Values. One of these reasons why to create values is place for the church. Another, we are to what? Introduce what is called transformation. That's the placement of the church. Via sound, good attitudes to anything coming short of this is not the reasons for church creation. That is why there's a problem when the church is not doing the right thing. As a church, our assignment, we are to return one thing. Number one, God's glory back to the church. And how will that be? Via L-O-V-E. And once you remove L, what remains? Now, as we speak, the mark 666 is in place. The Bible said you neither buy nor what? Nor sell the moment you have that mark. Very soon, too many things will be transformed that you don't have cash in your pocket. Now, the church is not ready. That is why everything is slipping off their hands. As a church, our assignment was to return God's glory, like I said, not just to the church but to the world also. 4 things noted among ourselves, and I close. 4 things. Number 1, our conducts before God and man is still basing back to character. Oh, you think that the man of God will say receive breakthrough, and breakthrough will come into your hand as a disobedient child? Breakthrough does not just come to somebody who is stubborn. I didn't say sow seed now. Sowing of seed is good, but breakthrough does not come to somebody who is wayward. Way plus word. You must be well conducted before God and man if your helper will even look at your way. How we do worship or fellowship with one another matters a lot. Oh, in church, your helper could dress like a nobody and you don't know it's your helper, and your manner of approach can make him slip off your hand. Thank you can make God to give you again. But you see, God saved you from one. You did not open your hand and say, Lord, I thank you for giving me this. And you open your, say, God, you are too wicked. All I've been asking you, what about the one he did for you yesterday? How many of you know Disobey made a statement? He said he was making a statement about some things to God. Then God asked him a question. He said, do you know how many people who sleeps and wake up in a day? He said, no, sir. Then he said, the Lord answered him, only I, the Almighty, knows who what? Sleep. Some people take drugs to sleep. You know. Look at you that God gives sleep free of charge. You just get up and say, God, you are too weak. How is he wicked? I saw a mad woman outside. I will not in quotes call her mad woman. I noticed that every time you see her, she's with new clothes. That kind of madness gets system. Most of you would have seen her shouting fire. Take a look of today's Sunday or anytime you see her. If you want to take her as a business, if you maybe stand today to see her, watch the clothes she will wear tomorrow. In fact, very neat. True or false? What am I trying to tell you? Listen, if what you call mad woman is well conducted, why will we as children of God not put ourselves in a proper manner? Good afternoon. Please tell me. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. What is the difference? They have so. I mean, they talk to. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, sir? Are you okay? What's wrong with you? Is your body okay? See your head like coconut. Jesus, you need deliverance. True of us. You know why the Yorubas are getting more than the others? But you look at a proud man. How far now? Shake me now. What is wrong with you? Listen, there is a manner of approach that will win people for you. There are respectable Igbos. But when a peacock and a proud man talks to people, in maybe your clients anyhow, the client can tell because of arrogance, not give you job. True of us. Our conduct before God and man is number one. How we do worship or fellowship with one another, number two. At home, at work, at business, at church, at the nation, at large. Number three. Many loves to what? Many loves to live one same lifestyle. That's number three. Number four, many loves to remain in a life of unimprovement. Okay, better still, unimprovement, unachievement. Now some people put themselves to that condition. Why some people don't like unimprovement, unachievement lifestyle? It is you that will tell yourself, this part I don't want. That you are not improving, you are not achieving. You can, not only prayer will solve you achieving, you also have to work out your salvation with what? You sometimes when you finish praying and you are looking for a job, you go out. True of us. Now also, if you are looking for a job and you say it is only prayer that solves problem, you are making mistake. Hello. So no love. The problem